Yep. Yep. He tipped me over. He tipped me over the fence.
I want some rest!
Are we having fun yet?
Now, this might come across as kind of silly, but as you guys know, I've been on the fence. I've been on the fence whether or not the Spurs even needed a veteran. Because honestly, I'm just going to say this really quickly. The way that we draft and the guys that we put on the team is so impressive to the point where I started questioning myself whether or not we would really need a veteran on the team, somebody that can help you play better on and off the court. After the Thad Young situation, after DeMarre Carroll debacle, I just sat back and I said, man, maybe we're good without a lot of vets on the team because we draft so well and these guys carry themselves so well and they're so mature for their age. I mean, you hear Josh Primo talk, like he sounds like a 20-year veteran, bro. Like, so I just sit back and I'm like, I don't know if you need a vet. But then Josh Richardson came along, and I have to say, even though he's only 28, I have to say, dude, you proved me wrong. You tipped me over. I am on board for veteran leadership because over the past few games, I haven't talked about Josh Richardson a lot. I know a few people asked me about him, but the reason why I haven't is because I just wanted to sit back and see, his game overall. Like, I know him as a player, but I just want to see how does he fit with the Spurs. And honestly, he brings energy that we really, really need sometimes. And we make a lot of mistakes. We're a young team and we make a lot of mistakes. And he will come in and he will make things happen that is good. I don't know what else is there any adjectives? I mean, it's good. It's good. What he does is good. One thing in particular that stood out to me and what kind of finally pushed me over the fence was a shot by Devin Vassell, I believe, in which it was an air ball. It was terrible. And no one on the team tried to crash it. Nobody on the team tried to fight for it. But Josh Richardson, he fought for it. And he got the ball inbounds, but he fought for it. So that's like little things that I see where I'm like, yeah, play 110%. 120% of the time. And he's been doing that. Now, overall, we'll look at the stats and you're going to say, well, this isn't that impressive. But keep in mind, when you're fresh on a San Antonio Spurs team, okay, under Popovich. And we know how Pop is when it comes to, you being on the team. He want to make sure you're fully ready to take on that load. So overall, I have to say, he's earned his minutes. And for him being new to a Spurs system and new to just the Pop's coaching style, he did fine, man. He had 3 points the first night. That's not great, but 10 points versus the Miami Heat, in which he shot 50% from the field, 67% from three, 2 for 3. Skip a game here. He only played 7 minutes, only played 6, so let's not talk about that. But this was kind of the game where I sat back and I said, you know what, maybe, just maybe, I will be cool with us just go ahead and just keeping him and just riding out that contract, which I will like to add ends 2023, by the way. He'll be 30 years of age once he's an unrestricted free agent. But overall, I was just like, you know what? I really like this dude. It was a Lakers game where I said I really like him, but I didn't want to get my hopes up too quickly because I know a lot of times Spurs fans, we see a win and then we get overly excited. By the way, I haven't heard a lot of people talk about the play-in tournament and yeah. Anyways, after that, lost to the Toronto Raptors. Not great, 19 minutes, 3 points, not great. So I just want to sit back. But this game against Utah Jazz, with the amount of things that were on the line, okay, he's not even fully, integrated into being a San Antonio Spur yet, but he completely took over or did things in the fourth quarter in which I started to believe, like, dude, have you been on this team for a while? Because that was very, I don't want to say Spurs-esque. It was very just like being a good player-esque. But I will say, like, man, you kind of took over as like a fan favorite, at least for the next week. Okay, he's going to be semi a fan favorite, but the way that he finished that game was fabulous. Now, he did miss a free throw, I believe, at the end, and I think Keldon got the rebound on that, and that was really cool. That was pretty hype. I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty hype. But overall, man, he really came into that fourth quarter fearless, the same as DeJounte Murray was, and the same as Lonnie Walker was. So I'm fully on board with keeping Josh Richardson if the Spurs decide to do that. And it might be recency bias, recency bias, but I don't think so. I think I've seen enough where I'm like, yeah, he fits. And you got to keep in mind, Boston Celtics, man, they had some dogs on that team. So we got us a dog. So you guys let me know what you think. Do you want to keep him? Do you not? Do you think that I'm kind of being a little hyperbolic here? I don't know. Let me know what you think. I'll give it to you guys later. Oh, if you want to support the channel, $2 per month. Patreon YouTube members. Oh, yeah. All right. I'll give it to you later. Deuces.